fucking trip.
Don't shit to say to me. No, I'm running from Asian. Young nigga be the truth. You know I be the truth. Yeah, you know that so it's bad in the time. Lie, since young and we was thuggin', no debate about it. Say what you feel, feel what you say, you know me fake about it. Every move I make tryna get cake about it. I was raised in that place where they don't make it out. Been in that jam with my mans, we done made it out. 10 toes, how I stand and what you say about it. All about them bands, we don't play about it. Tie up them loose ends, ain't no way around it. Better dot your I's and cross your T's, nigga. Watch those surroundings, you tryna survive the streets, nigga. One day you in it, say you gonna start with big nigga. Yeah, my city it ain't sweet, nigga. Nah, from where it's every man for theyself. But I'ma hold my dogs up, my mans need my help. Never turn my back on who be there for me. And I got love for you if I know you care for me. They know not to play with me. You talking money, you don't got shit to say to me. Yeah, that's just the way it be. You know I run that shit from A to Z. They know not to play with me. Talking money, you don't got shit to say to me. Yeah, that's just the way it be. You know I run that shit from A to Z. Run a city, nigga. It ain't that pretty, nigga. 100 point, baby, get my side shitty, nigga. Yeah, we was taught to get them 150, nigga. Tell them get with me, nigga. I ain't nothing like these dudes, don't compare me to them. I'm out here bustin' moves, doing shit they wouldn't dare be doing. I ain't settling up, trying to get the best out of life. Pain I gotta never end up, let my stress out of night. Step in the booth and get the blessing of mine. Some women don't love you, they just possess the life. That's why I put my trust in their bitch. First they love you, then switch on you, and fuck with every bitch now. Living no regrets, learn from your lessons. I'm trying to be my best and keep on earning blessings. Pray to the Lord, keep watching over me. And I'ma keep on going for how I'm supposed to be. They know not to play with me. Talking money, you don't got shit to say to me. Yeah, that's just the way it be. You know I run that shit from A to Z. They know not to play with me. Talking money, you don't got shit to say to me. Yeah, that's just the way it be. You know I run that shit from A to Z. They know not to play with me. Don't play with me. Yeah, I bang. You know I run it. Play with me. You already know what big man, I'm back up in this thing, man. Somebody just spazzing this bitch, you feel me? I'm bringing it to you the only way I know to bring it to you, man. You feel me? It's that raw and cut. You know I'm for the truth. We talked to him for a minute. Lie, I'm only giving you the real. You know the deal, that's how it gotta be. Ain't with that fraud, now that ain't part of my anatomy. They talk that shit behind my back, but it don't bother me. We don't gotta speak, keep them weak ass apologies. I'ma keep on doing me, you know I body beats. I'm only moving with who you see on the side of me. I fuck over niggas, I put my life on it. Why the wrong bitches show up at the right moments? But don't confuse love with lust, better know the difference. Shit, how you fucked up, boy, these hoes are different. No who's saying I just go past they ass like I'm Jamaican. Don't got no time for bullshit, ain't got that kind of patience. I done been up in that room, but I ain't got no statements. They understand the truth, I don't gotta explain it. Fuck what they think, I got my own thoughts. Give a fuck about what they say, cause I'm my own boss. Yeah. Gotta keep it real, don't gotta lie about it. Whole lot of pride and I die about it. We from the streets, niggas came from the pain. Yeah, that boy style, ain't no stains on my name. I'm shooting for the top, you see our aim ain't the same. You had to lie to get that top, you see our game ain't the same. Ain't no comparison, make no mistake about that. See they don't compare to him, so they can hate about that. Handle my business when I stay this all facts. And if a nigga take a look back, I can make it all back. Shit is real, I chill. And yeah, this picture far from perfect. Shout out to my future bitch, I hope he know this nigga worth it. And I'm always out here working, do sibling, but I be swerving. Moving me through these streets, cause see my life, it got a purpose. 10 toes on that surface, no purpose, I just spit the truth. Watch for the devil, he lurking, he trying to get to you. That's why I asked the Lord be with me I keep it real, don't gotta lie about it. Whole lot of pride and I die about it. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You know we do this when we do fucking trip. Yeah, really, yeah. I know what we're talking about. We're in the middle of it. We just out there trying to get it. My pleasure, man. It's my pleasure to bring you that real, that raw, nothing cut, that straight about that pot, that shit they ain't got. Spaz. RP to all my dollars, I never be forgotten. RP to my pop, real big dog. From what we came from, and they different things, but they thinking it's the same. I'm too young for the games you trying to play with me. I just want you to keep straight with me. From the bottom until you felt it. I had to return the love, I was stuck on being selfish. I'm a laser shot, there was no way she can help it. I'm the crazy, I never felt it. I turn the struggle, hoes telling lies. Homies falling apart, but you don't see me pick aside. Wasn't in the rain with me. All these new faces, swear a lot of shit been changing. They just changed. They ain't really who they claim with me. And I'm too grown for the game you tryna play with me. Cause I'd rather we part our ways, just keep it straight with me. I ain't concentrating, all you ever do is change on me. Every time I turn around, they switch your lanes on me. Even lost a lot, I swear the block don't feel the same to me. It's like the love them took a change from me. How can you compare me to a nigga that's a lame? Really came from nothing, now it's diamonds in my chain. It's really changed for me. Cause they ain't really who they claim to be. She just ain't the same to me. They probably wanting a blessing from what we came from. And it's different things, but they thinking it's the same. Maybe I'm too grown for the games you tryna play. I just want you to keep straight. I'm with this, you don't compare me to no lane. Boy, I remember something to get stripped about your chain. I don't know which one to blame. We don't trust no bitches, I just see niggas get played. Rolling up the chances, but you know we play for keeps. Come to win the country when it's fan is high and deep. For my kids, it got me stressing in my sleep. My kids don't want for nothing, now I'm the baby. No smoke, I hate for us, just a bunch you play with me. In the corners with my water, you get smashed or playing deep. Feel like I'm stuck up in the match, trying to make it A to B. Hey, yo, pressure when we swing it, she gon' see. Really supposed to fake these niggas softer than some Play-Doh. Fatigue up on my chopper, got me feeling like it's Halo. We Quaker, behind the meals, now we got cake though. Slime and get the juice, now got your Fago. How can you compare me to a nigga that's a lame? Really came from nothing, now it's diamonds in my chain. Streets really changed for me. Streets really changed. Ain't really who they claim, but they just ain't the same to me. Really having money, a blessing from what we came from. And it's different things, but they thinking it's the same. I'm too grown for the games you tryna play with me. I just want you to keep straight with me. How can you compare me to a nigga that's a lame? Really came from nothing, now it's diamonds in my chain.
It was a frequent sight in the 80s and 90s, and it's continued on till today. Playoff football in the Bay Area as we're knocking out the Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara.
But they thinking it's the
We've
same.
got an
Baby, I'm too grown for the game
divisional
you
round
tryna play
matchup
with
in
me.
the NFC. As it will be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the San Francisco 49ers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson.
Oh, my God.
Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Jackson. There's Chris Olave. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He lets it go deep for Olave.
Let me get that.
Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Get out of here.
Jeremy Chin picks it off, pushing his way through. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
They went for the deep shot early, and that's fine, but I don't think it was the right target to throw it to. You had 3 other guys sprinting downfield, and I thought 2 of them were open. Could have avoided an interception there by attacking a different player in coverage.
Bitch ass stuff, please. Hey, please.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's a 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third and 3. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On play action, Cousins eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Here's 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Off the play fake, Cousins. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. But Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. They just pick up a nice 1st down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone, because it looks like the field goal is almost assured. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good 1st step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the
read on the outside as it's intercepted. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. They find some open field here. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. Play action. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Joey Bosa, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Running right, here's McAllister, and he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. A give running left, McAllister, and he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Kamara now to return. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. A quick throw here out to Brown. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. And now here's a carry heading left. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to have the 49ers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They go play action. Cousins. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And the Niners are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Partner, normally double coverage is reserved for receivers and tight ends, but this time they actually targeted the running back with it, and it still wasn't enough. He attacked the defense and got in a great position to haul in the catch and get a nice gain out of it.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the 49ers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. They go play action now. Jackson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Well, they got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Play action. Now Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Deep here.
To throw is Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Here's Jackson. Screen play to McAllister. And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A handoff to McAllister. And the big boys up front. They're going to stop him right at the line. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw.
Let me get
His
that!
early struggles continue.
Give it
Here's
to me.
another one intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's out right at the 25. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. I don't think that's what the defensive coordinator had in mind there. You got him pinned back inside the 5, and then you let him rip off that long run.
You're already anticipating the film session, aren't you?
There's going to be some anger.
Yeah, it's not going to be at the greatest hits, is it? Because they didn't hit anyone on that play. Supposed to have them pinned back deep. Instead, they leave a big crack, a gaping hole, and guess what? They're in a bad position right now.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the half, Cousins. This will be caught by and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. From his end zone, Wilson. And he returns this to the 22.
That nigga said, I can't stand myself.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Cousins. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
I see you, Diggler.
A nice pickup of 17 yards.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
We've seen that before. Jeffrey Simmons making a stop behind the line.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Cousins to throw it. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Come
and
on,
this pass broken
Kelly!
up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Hit the ball, bro.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Jackson's throw taken in by Samuel.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 6.
The slot man in motion right. Throwing is Jackson.
And that'll be incomplete.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
On third down, Jackson.
Oh, that was a pick!
Incomplete.
Yeah.
The coverage we just saw break out on third down. Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. Now it's Jackson. Olave
Let's
holds
go.
it in. And now this is going to depend on the spot.
Let's go.
And they say he's just short. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives.
Bingo!
We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because
Touchdown,
Shut up. I'm talking too
49ers.
much back here.
A big play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Let's go.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson.
Let's go. Get his
The
ass.
Niners get there and bring him down. Cameron Hayward forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Great zone.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Jackson.
Oh, let me get that. Hit
He's
him with
going
the
to be
zone.
intercepted a third time.
Let's
Dante
go.
Jackson picks it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Get off
And
that
this is
nigga.
caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
Play action now. Cousins.
Oh!
Throw knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of
Why
their
they trying to
defenders
hold me like
every
that?
single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Cousins. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle is going to leave him about a yard or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. This to make it a 3-score game late. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will find his man, Samuel. And wrangled down quickly just past the 40 at the 41. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Jackson now. He lets it go deep for Olave.
Give me that!
This pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jeremy Chin picks it off. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Cameron Jordan able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Play fake. Cousins. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 20. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's fun.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
No, we changed it.
There's two niggas right here.
Off play action. Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. To throw again is Jackson. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Now Jackson on first down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw again. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. Touchdown! Chris Olave, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
Yeah, I don't know.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. 137 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
I seen him through the whole time.
Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
The drive starts with a completion left side and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Here we go, 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Jackson. Now goes screen. It's complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
It's going to be Heartbreak Hotel, baby. Let's do it.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Hey, let's
The
do it.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Throwing here, Cousins. They'll get this out to Kamara. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it.
Get out of there!
And they'll have it
Get out of
in the red zone
there!
before he crosses over out of bounds.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively.
Good
Not
game,
sure
my
why
boy.
they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Good game, my boy. Huh? We ain't gonna play at the end. Remember? Defense. Defense won that house. Yes, sir. Hey, thank you for